So, where to start? I am single. I am 46 years old. I am recently separated from my husband. I'm filming with this hideous background behind me because I don't want him to be able to trace where I'm living, because I have a PFA order in place. So that is an order of protection. Basically, for those of you new to this world, I have a 20-month-old son, and I also have a 28-year-old son. I just got let go from my contract employer. It was a six-figure blessed deal that ended shortly, abruptly. I cannot go into the details as why, because we signed those lovely and beautiful NDAs. And if you get a severance of any kind, then you must mom's the word. So, I mean, professionally, I respect it. I totally understand. So now I'm on a voyage of what to do next, because I have like 5+ business outline ideas that I am starting to begin. I was hoping to take a lot of the funds from my contract and get a lot of things trademarked, but now that timeline is off. But I know God's timing is always on. So I know I have to just figure out the next thing. I'm actually getting ready to do like 2 events, I believe. I'm fostering up the courage. I just got I have 2 logos that I just created. I need to find a graphic designer to do an invitation for one. I have dates in mind. I have concepts in mind. God keeps giving me visions for them. So I feel like even though I have no current budget, no current anything booked, I'm supposed to go through with it, because I keep waiting year after year after year for everything to be perfect and ideal, and I'm not getting it done. And before God gives the ideas and the concepts to someone else, I need to do this. And I am bleeding creative time, because basically all of the concepts that I have will eventually feed one another. So basically all the ideas are independent and will stand alone initially, but eventually they will all need one another to make its way up to the phenomenal, fantastic, enormous concept that I have, which God willing I will be able to launch hopefully early to mid next year, as far as at least getting a website up and being able to collect investor and sponsor information and ideas. I just moved from Miami in around Thanksgiving to back to Philadelphia. So let me start from the very beginning. So I am originally from Chicago. Then I moved to Los Angeles. Then I moved to Philadelphia a couple of months before COVID occurred. Then I moved to Miami, and now I'm back to Philly. And then I have relationships in my spirit, and I think in a former life I was someplace originally, maybe in either Europe or Asia, or a mixture of the two. I don't really know, because my heart and my friends that I stayed in contact with, and I've always been in contact with via WhatsApp since the early 2000s, has always been abroad. However, of course, I am still here in the US. Did I say I'm filming with this hideous background because I don't want things to be traceable where I'm living? I think I did say that. I'm also new to this vlogging thing. I'm not new to the concept. I always encourage others that I work with in branding to do it, but I'm more of a behind the scenes person. I love storytelling. I love bringing things to life for brands and for talent. However, it's time that I now attach myself to my own work, to my own visions, to my own thoughts. I know that it's also part of my purpose to begin to help others, other creatives, especially other women, children, like whoever I can reach. But I know those are like my specific task and my niche and my reach of who I'm supposed to eventually touch in multiple ways before I leave this earth. I know that's part of my mission and my vision. And so if I keep hiding behind others and I keep hiding because my life is not perfect or ideal for that day, my hair is a mess, I have no makeup on, my nails are a mess, my bank account is a mess right now, my eyes are puffy because I just had an allergic reaction. I'm kind of whispering because I think the walls are more thin than I imagined, even though the place is like new construction, but I feel like the neighbors can hear me because sometimes I can hear them even just like sneezing or coughing. So I'm like, I don't know why I'm being weird about like I don't want anyone hearing me like blog or vlog. I'm also doing this like completely raw, like I have no lighting here right now, I have no equipment, I'm using my phone, but I hear this is like the best way to just get started and to stop putting it off. I know that I am meant and intended to be successful, but I also am meant to be relatable and help to inspire, like I said, other women. And so I cannot do that if I keep hiding and I keep waiting for everything to be beautiful and luxurious and fantastic. So how about we stop it there and just chime in and comment and let me know what you think, and let me know if you can and are willing to follow and support me. Let me know in what aspect would you like me to speak more on. I've worked in so many industries: fashion, music, hospitality, retail, events, special events, like big, massive events, corporate events, luxury resorts, artist development, model management, branding, brand strategy. What else? I'm sure I'm missing something, but those are like the primary ones. And obviously, like I said, I'm a mother. I have a 28-year-old and a 20-month-old. Yeah, so that's kind of me in a nutshell right now. Looking for work and or contract or opportunity and or investors for my brilliant ideas. Tell me some of your ideas if you're comfortable with that. Let me know where you are in your journey with things. I need help. I realize I cannot wear all hats. I learned that the hard way with my business the first time. I tried to wear all hats, and you cannot grow as a business by wearing all hats. You will never grow. You can't expand. You can't do anything. You will just like wilt and potentially die. Not literally, but I mean, you could if you don't like take care of yourself. I almost died. One of the last fashion shows I produced, I think I slept a few hours within a week and I barely ate, and did I end up in the hospital or did I almost end up in the hospital? I can't even recall, but it wasn't good. Thank God I had like my fruit and vegetable supplement. I think that's the only thing that kept me alive, because at least I was replenishing my body with like nutrients. I try to be very mindful about wellness. Wellness is very like important to me, that if you're not going to live the most clean, ideal life, at least take care of, or try. None of us are perfect, and my vices are dessert. I'm a dessert lover. I also don't mind a half a glass or a third of a glass or a full glass of red wine or two. No, not two. Two is like once every other year if I'm being like mad crazy, like over the top. Like once in a while, like no, I can't even handle two. But I'll stop there. My name is Asha, by the way, and I look forward to connecting and having lots of new online friends. And ask me what you would like. Let's be friends. Let's motivate each other. Let's encourage one another. Let's, I don't know, barter services. I need like everything I need, because I want to do a lot of events in a short period of time across the nation, in Philly, in LA, in New York, eventually in Miami. I tried to do stuff in Miami, and Miami is just not set up for the market right now to do things on the scale that I would like. They try to restrict and control a lot of things, but yet it's the city that welcomes. I don't know. I'll get into all of that later. And then eventually, my goal, of course, is to work outside of the U.S. as well. So I'm going to need lots of you people, lots of love, lots of creatives, vendors, resources, talent, sponsors, investors, products, transportation, like literally everything. Stuff for gifting suites, like, because the things that I am intended to do, the vision that God has given me is like next level, like above and beyond normalcy. I mean, it is of normalcy, but it's just stuff that's good for the industry, stuff that's good for individuals, for talent, for creatives, for the industry. And He's put it in my heart and in my soul, and it's time for me to get it out. So please help me. And I will help you by trying to be open and share what has been happening in my life to maybe motivate you so that you are not stuck and you can move forward in your life as well. Thank you so much for your time today. This is just the beginning. I just thought I'd hit play and try and see what happens. So we'll see what happens. Thank you so much.